In the far spiral of the Pegasus Constellation, where stars bend like silver wings and entire civilizations ride the solar currents, there was once a guardian named Astrael Nocthyr. Now, Pegasus wasn't a kingdom ruled by force. No, it was a delicate tapestry held together by balance. Each star system was bound to a living engine, ancient, powerful constructs that stabilized gravity, kept time from drifting, and even anchored consciousness itself across the cosmos. Astrael was one of the wardens, an order sworn to protect these engines and the fragile harmony between countless worlds. He was brilliant, a true prodigy among his peers. But sometimes brilliance can be a curse. Astrael was the first to see the truth that everyone else refused to face. Pegasus was dying. The engines, the very hearts of their civilization, were failing. It was happening slowly, quietly, like a sickness spreading in the dark. He calculated that entire systems would collapse within centuries, swallowed whole by a creeping spatial decay. It was a slow-motion apocalypse, and he was the only one watching. He brought his findings to the Council of Wings, the governing body of the constellation. Their response? Denial. They were terrified of causing a panic, so much so that they feared it more than their own extinction. They chose to bury their heads in the cosmic dust and hope for the best. But Astrael was not a man who hoped. He was a man who acted. He abandoned the sanctioned spaces, flew beyond the known light maps, and ignored the dogma of the wardens. His search took him to the very edge of reality, until he found it. The null star. It was a forbidden singularity, a cosmic anomaly that possessed the unbelievable power to consume entropy itself. It was salvation, but it came with a terrible, terrible cost. To activate the null star and reset the dying engines, a sacrifice was needed. Entire star systems, complete with their worlds and populations, would have to be fed to the singularity so that the rest of Pegasus could survive. The Council heard his plan and called it genocide. Astrael, ever the pragmatist, simply called it math. He knew they would never agree, so he acted alone. And when he did, the entire constellation turned on him. His own people, the ones he was trying to save, became his enemies. They stripped him of his rank, his honor, and his wingship. They meticulously erased his name from every record, hoping to wipe him from history itself. He was branded the Black Pegasus, the betrayer, the one who broke the sky. But branding him a villain didn't stop him. Astrael refused to let his home die. He went a step further, fusing his own body with fragments of the null star. The process changed him, twisted him into something that was no longer fully human, nor fully cosmic. He became a force of nature. Time itself seemed to bend around his presence. Stars dimmed as he passed by. He became a living ghost story, a specter of cosmic dread. To the worlds he chose for sacrifice, he was an unholy monster, a destroyer of galaxies. Their final moments were filled with his dark silhouette against their dying sun. But to the worlds he spared, the ones that were unknowingly pulled back from the brink of oblivion, he was a silent, unknowable god. Their continued existence was his secret gift. Centuries have passed since Astrael made his impossible choice. Today, children across the thriving star systems of Pegasus whisper his name, but the story changes depending on where they are born. On the worlds that flourished, he is the ultimate villain, the butcher of stars, a cautionary tale about pride and madness. But on the worlds that survived, the ones that exist only because of his horrific sacrifice, his name is spoken with a hushed, reluctant reverence. He is the reason they exist at all. And somewhere out there, in the cold, silent void between the stars, Astrael Nocthyr still watches over the constellation he loved enough to destroy. He carries the unbearable weight of being right when no one else would listen, and the eternal burden of being hated for it forever. It's a chilling reminder that the cruelest villains aren't always born from evil. Sometimes they are forged from a truth that no one else is brave enough to accept. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoy stories that explore the gray areas between hero and villain, make sure to like this video and subscribe to the channel for more deep dives into complex characters. Let me know in the comments, what do you think? Was Astrael a villain or a tragic hero? I'd love to hear your thoughts. Until next time.